Alright, so most of you are aware that I run an online business selling to thousands of customers on a website that you probably know and love, Amazon. And as a direct byproduct of my own success with Amazon, I've then been able to help hundreds of my own students go full-time with Amazon as well. So seeing the great response to my Amazon school, I knew we were on to something big, but I didn't quite realize how big until I learned that multiple students of mine are now making $10,000 to $50,000 a month in reoccurring revenue with their own stores using my same exact system. So apparently whatever we are doing here to succeed, 99% of other Amazon sellers haven't quite figured this out yet. So about 2 years ago is when I decided to build a step-by-step course called the Superior Amazon Seller. This is the exact course that has been teaching my students all over the world how to successfully create, market, and sell with their own Amazon stores, and I hope soon I can give you the same opportunity to make a 6 to 7 figure income doing this as well. And with that, I am excited to announce, after a year of scripting, shooting, and editing over 50 new video tutorials, today we are officially launching and revealing the brand new Superior Amazon Seller 2.0, revealing exactly how I built my 7-figure Amazon store to any of you who can quickly implement the same strategies into building your own Amazon store. Disclaimer though, selling on Amazon is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes a lot of hard work. For example, it took me about 9 months to reach success with my own Amazon store, on top of being in school and working a part-time job as I was trying to scale my Amazon business. Then another couple years after that, consistently having to grow and improve my business before it started generating massive results. So just be aware, it does take a lot of hard work, but the payoff could be huge if done correctly. And according to financesonline.com, over 140,000 sellers are generating over 100,000 in sales annually, with that number only expected to grow much higher over the coming years, especially after 2020 due to almost everyone buying online and well over 50% of all online sales being placed directly through, you guessed it, Amazon. So needless to say, people are starving for products to buy on Amazon now more than ever. So if you have the right strategies and know how to effectively sell, then you can take a small slice of that $100 billion plus in revenue that Amazon receives year after year. Now I want to give you guys a quick overview of my Amazon FBA business model, show you how it works so that you can learn exactly what it takes to become a superior Amazon seller. Step number 1, the process starts off with finding the best possible product to sell using special tools and softwares that will do the work for us by showing us hundreds of potential product ideas that have a high demand with a low competition. These tools are able to do this by searching through millions of products currently on Amazon and then only showing us product ideas that meet our specific criteria based on products that we're trying to find. For example, once again, low competition with a high demand. Some of my absolute favorite tools to use are from a company called AMZ Scout, but I won't go into too much detail as to why I use certain softwares or tools. Don't worry, we cover how to set up and use all the tools in section 1 of the course, so anyone with no prior experience can find a profitable product very quickly. I get a lot of comments and emails asking me how long this process normally should take. The best answer I can give is it should only be taking you a few weeks max to find a good product idea, and even less if you are implementing the right strategies. Now, after we find our product idea, we can then move on to step number 2, where we need to find someone to produce our product. One of the best places for this would be a website called Alibaba. You may or may not have heard of it, but it's one of the biggest companies in the world. On Alibaba, we are then able to find and work with a trustworthy supplier and have them manufacture our products and send them directly to Amazon. Please be careful with picking your supplier, because I often see a lot of new sellers getting scammed or start working with bad suppliers simply because they lack the right experience and expertise to know any better. And don't worry, you can easily avoid this by asking the right questions and vetting your supplier like a pro. All this is covered in the second section of the course, and all of my students get access to the same templates, outlines, step-by-step charts, and many more resources that I personally use every day for my own business. My job being basically to hold every student's hand and guide them through the process. Now that takes us to the next step, which is step number 3, creating the Amazon listing for your product. But before we are able to create our listing, we first need to create our Amazon seller account. To do this, all you really need is a phone number, bank account, ID, or passport, and be a citizen of a country accepted for seller registration. After your seller account is accepted, you can now officially sell on Amazon and create your first product listing. Note, it is very important that you know how to create an optimized product listing, as this is going to be the place that your customer will decide whether or not to buy your product. And you would be surprised at how many sellers have bad listings and are still able to generate sales, and I bet you can imagine how much more these sellers could be earning if they had the right knowledge and skills to create an expert level product listing, as all of my students do and as I do as well. In this step, you also need to create a shipping plan on your seller account. You can do this after you create your product listing, and I'm not gonna lie, shipping can be a little bit difficult to understand. It's almost like learning a new language, but in the third section of the course, I simplified this process so that anyone able to follow instructions can easily get through this. I also provide you with my own personal shipping connections where you're able to get discounted rates for all your shipping and have this process done easily for you. Now, with that being said, we can now move on to the last step, step 4, and that is the product launch. This is when we actually get to see these sales come in and get rewarded for all of our hard work up to this point. It starts with deploying strategies to help increase our product's rank, reviews, and ultimately generate us passive income and organic sales. And I have personally found that the best way to do this is by running ads for our product. Thankfully, Amazon has made this easy for us by giving us the ability to run ads for our products directly through Amazon. And this is exactly how your listing will be seen at the top of every search for all of Amazon's customers to see right away. Keep in mind, this does require a lot of expertise to do. I've spent a lot of time and money on advertising, so that's how I've been able to figure it out the way I have been, and that's how I've been able to share it with my students as well. So if you are able to get that expertise, then it is pretty simple to do. And this is something that I cover step by step in the 4th section of the course, going over all the different ways and strategies for you to promote and advertise your new product. People often wonder how you're able to get your first initial positive reviews on your product listing once you launch. Everyone in the Superior Amazon Seller gets lifetime access to our private Facebook group. This is the place you can share reviews on each other's products quickly and easily because everyone in the group is trustworthy and has been taught by me. Question I get all the time: so Riley, how much is this going to cost me to build an Amazon FBA business? I would plan on spending $1,500 to $3,000, and that includes all the tools, softwares, training, products, and advertising costs for your first product. It's mostly going to cost you in time because for me it took about 3 months to find my first perfect product and get it to the point to where I could launch that product, but that was while being in school during the day, going to my job for 5 hours after, and working on my Amazon store at night. So it can definitely be done in a month or 2 if you have more time available. This is why a lot of people don't build these stores, because it is work. But again, for those willing to put in the work, the payoff could be potentially huge for you and your Amazon journey. In summary, find a good product to sell using key strategies, find and vet a trusted supplier to work with, create your Amazon account, optimized listing and shipping plan, build a strong ad campaign that generates sales, and continue to scale and grow your business by repeating the same process over and over again. Probably not quite as easy as you were hoping. I know it might seem a little daunting to realize that there is some money and time investment, but compared to most startup businesses, this is a super low risk business opportunity. And you're probably telling yourself right now that this sounds great and all, but I'm not qualified enough to run an Amazon business. You guys, this is exactly how I felt every single day when I was getting started. I know there is some sellers out there who make more than me, and I continue to learn from those sellers every day, but there is a much bigger pool of people who know and sell much less, and they are starving for my knowledge. I've seen this through my YouTube channel and my email time and time again. So as long as there is a big enough pool of people who know less than you, then stop self-doubting and start learning. Remember, you don't need to be the best seller. All you need to do is be a decent seller to make good money on Amazon. And And if you know nothing about selling on Amazon, then go find an expert that you can easily learn from and start learning from them. We do live in the information age where there are many great supplemental and alternative options to the traditional higher education, YouTube obviously being the most popular free resource out there and a pretty good one at that. The only problem is you often have to swim through an endless sea of average or even below average information before you find something that is somewhat informative. So the Superior Amazon Seller course is much higher quality than what you find on YouTube, but much less expensive than a university. And this is exactly what all of the students and everyone in the SAS community will tell you as well. I know that my students enjoy being able to ask me questions for my opinion, help with any problems, or check over any of their work as much as they need and for as long as they want. Many of them actually talking to me on a day-to-day basis. And that is exactly why I created the SAS course, is to empower as many people as we can to becoming superior Amazon sellers. Now that's it. That's a quick look at how my business model works. If you want to learn more, you can head over to superioramazonseller.com or click over here for my 1-hour free training. And that's where I'm going to talk more in depth about what we talked about in this video today, teaching you my 4 strategies for creating a 6 to 7 figure Amazon store. Also, don't worry, I'm still going to be creating my Amazon content on my YouTube channel. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I've been up to for the last year, and also take the time to announce this exciting launch of a course that hopefully helps hundreds or maybe even thousands of you create your own Amazon business. That's it, you guys. If you have any further questions, please let me know. You can email me at riley@superioramazonseller.com. I hope to see you guys very soon or talk to you very soon if you get into the course. That's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.